In our fast-moving world, everything is changing rapidly. This includes the way people communicate with each other, their habits and traditions. Not only does coffee help with direct communication between people, it also plays a role as a tool for indirect communication between various groups of people. In this video, we have been using nexus analysis. We will mention different semiotic cycles in all 4 areas. We'll briefly talk about history and development of each area of Auckland we have been covering in our project. Also, we would be looking at a takeaway coffee cup as a frozen action. Who is involved in the process of coffee cup production and consumption? Well, first of all, it is the customer. Then there is a barista and a cashier who interact directly with you. But there are lots of indirect acts of communication as well. Think about the guys who picked your coffee beans, people who have made you your coffee cup and put their logo on it. And let's not forget about all those strangers who will see this logo and thus will be participating in communication as well. Our first location is Ponsonby. Ponsonby is an inner-city suburb of Auckland City located 2 kilometres west of the Auckland CBD. Predominantly known as an upper middle-class residential suburb, renowned in Auckland for its dining and shopping establishments. Restaurants, cafes, art galleries, nightclubs and upmarket shops are what make Ponsonby Road such an attraction to a diverse range of people.
My name is Tara Brogan and this is my cafe, Foxtrot Parlour. We use Supreme coffee. It's a fantastic coffee, but also I've known the boys behind Supreme for a long time. They're kind of friends of mine, but they're also really fabulous at customer service. During the week, we kind of peak and trough, but we're always pretty busy. But at the weekends, we just sort of minute the doors open in the morning. Actually, we've got a really broad demographic. 18, mid to late 20s. Andy Davies, the landlord, asked me to come. It's a very, very good location, and he's a fantastic landlord, and we're all foodies in together. So it works really well, and I think the community will also recognise that.
At the moment we're using 3 beans coffee, which is roasted locally. It's a local, organic, fair trade type of coffee, and that's what the kind of concept the cafe is all about. Busiest times through the weekend, from about 9 o'clock to 1. In the week it's your average housewives, and a few other young people that might have their days off, but come weekend time it's all sorts. Everyone and anyone you can think of will be at Ponsonby Central. Meet new people all the time and see familiar faces. A nice long stretch of different shops. I guess it's just Ponsonby and everyone wants to be here.
Ponsonby Central is the new destination for fresh good food on Ponsonby Road. Previously containing many rundown buildings and having a somewhat colourful reputation due to its association with Auckland's arts, gay and gay lesbian scenes, the suburb has undergone extensive gentrification over the last 2 decades. From here we are moving to K Road. K Road, or Karangahape Road, is considered one of the cultural centres of Auckland. It is located in Auckland City, joining both Queen Street and Ponsonby Road. K Road is considerably diverse, being the home to business, art, dining, heritage, nightlife, shopping and much more. A huge array of people pass through K Road on a daily basis, soaking up the culture and making the most of what it has to offer. Myers Park is a narrow park in Auckland Central, running parallel to the upper part of Queen Street. Benches and artwork line the paths connecting to Queen Street, K Road, Grays Avenue and Aotea Square. K Road's entrance to Myers Park is St Kevin's Arcade. St Kevin's Arcade is a monumental area of K Road, full of boutique stores, second-hand shops and cafes. The arcade is regarded as alternative and trendy, so most commonly it attracts people that fit that mould. St Kevin's Arcade was built in 1924 by the architect Walter Arthur Cumming, and 2 years later in 1926 was extended. It was a neo-Greek style shopping arcade in the 1920s. It also functions as the K Road entrance to Myers Park with a grand staircase running down the centre.
We are Cafe Sculptor. We've been here about 5 weeks. We're trying to be a zero waste cafe, so we're trying to recycle compost as much as we can, and also from our suppliers just have reusable containers such as coffee buckets, which we, once empty, send back to our roastery and they refill and send back to us. We use fair trade organic coffee. It's a blend of Guatemalan, Ethiopian and Colombian. When we were looking at a location, we felt that especially this end of K Road was lacking just a very nice, simple eatery. We're getting a lot of business people from the freelance offices around, a lot of K Road regulars as well. It's an interesting place and it's, everyone knows K Road, so it'd be nice to have a well-known cafe on K Road.
Been here on K Road for about like 11, 12 years. I think we have a certain type, it really ranges. We get everyone. We get like the more businessy sort of guys from around the place, but we get like the girls coming in from like Auckland Grammar, we get like old people, we get the crazies, we get all sorts. Probably either that little morning period where everyone's getting their coffees first thing in the morning, so when it's first open, like 7:30, 8:30. And then around lunchtime we always get a lunch rush. I think it's quite eclectic and we're quite casual, we don't try too hard to be sort of, you know, like something we're not. Used to creep. I think it's a trade aid coffee, so that was like the biggest reason. Plus it's kiss.
The next stop on our journey is Britomart.
It's a run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Don't you think?
Britomart can without a doubt be called the heart of Auckland. Britomart Precinct is the transport and business centre of Auckland City. Britomart Precinct is a large area containing the transport centre, car parks, business buildings and of course cafes. The Waterfront Precinct was Auckland's first commercial centre, housing a railway station, dozens of warehouses and trading premises, and later the chief post office. One of the modern and remarkable areas of Britomart Precinct is Taketai Square. Right now, this area is the heart of the business district, with its cafes ready for business meetings or morning takeaways. One of the many places to get your morning coffee fix is Espresso Workshop. It is a cosy cafe that provides a nice atmosphere for a coffee break. This place takes the ritual of drinking coffee to a whole new level.
Sorry, it's recently changed management, so the owners, the new owners took over about 3 months ago. So all the coffee we use is our own roasts. Probably in the morning, I would say all the guys that come in for the coffee fix between say 6:30 and 10 a.m. something like that. Most popular, I'm pretty sure, will be flat white. So that could be about 350, something like that. Won't be all takeaways, but the majority of customers will be customers that work around here. They either in a corporate environment or hospitality. They come here every day. Yeah, by all means, you see the guys here either having meetings or just catching up with friends, which is what you would see at this time of the day. Really all about talking to each other. It's, I moved to Auckland in 2009, but when I first visited in 2007, the whole Britomart area was very different from what it is now. It was a dead space, a far shot from what it is now.
A lovely cafe is White's Freezery, which is a small pop-up cafe that works with the young brand 830 Coffee.
So it helps me. I assume it's the same for everyone else. There's a lot of new restaurants opening, like down there, the store, things like that. There's a lot more competition.
You could watch from your window.
Stone's throw away by ferry from the CBD is Devonport, one of Auckland's unique urban villages. Located on the North Shore, the Devonport Takapuna district is home to over 58,000 residents, with 15,000 residing in the seaside village of Devonport as of 2011. Devonport's past has a continued presence in the community. As a peninsula surrounded by the sea, it was strategically placed to defend New Zealand's largest harbour. Devonport remains home to the Navy and retains much of its early nautical history.
It's time the kid got free.
We have the locals in winter time and the summertime mostly we have tourists. Definitely, like we have early in the morning lots of takeaways, and then it starts like 12 o'clock lunch till 3 o'clock, and after that it's 4 o'clock till late we have dinner. Well, we have our own brand, and it comes from, depends on the season, and we do this fair trade, so sometimes from Colombia, sometimes from New Guinea, so it depends on the season and the
Devonport Stone Oven is an institution famous throughout Auckland as the home of daily freshly baked home-style delights. The current owners have been here for 15 years and the business has been around for over 30 years, building up an envious reputation that is still enjoyed today. Stone Oven still operates as a traditional cafe. The cafe building was originally the old telephone exchange building, and the walls are thick and made of brick, which creates a great family atmosphere which you feel as soon as you walk in. The feeling is authentic and welcoming, one which is popular amongst locals and renowned throughout Auckland. Where once there was a pub in every corner of New Zealand, today there are an ever-growing number of cafes. Neighbourhood cafes are the modern-day version of the neighbourhood dairy of yesteryear. A place to wander to for refreshment and an interpersonal chat with friends and neighbours at the weekend, or to start the day during the week. Many of these tucked-away cafes indulge in the freedom of opting the feel of their suburb, whether it be contemporary hip, bohemian, corporate, or historically traditional.
The only problem that I got with the club is how you say